Hello, here I am again, doing another video and just kind of going with the flow. This one's about being the light. And this morning I was looking at some verses, and I came across John 8, where Jesus talks about being on the light of the world, but also saying that if people follow him, they're not going to be walking in darkness. And that whole story starts out with this woman caught in adultery, and it's a pretty famous story. So they say this woman, she's caught in adultery or whatever, and Jesus is in the midst of teaching some people, when the people who are supposed to know the law, the Pharisees and Sadducees, come in there, and some scribes, and they basically say, look, we caught this woman doing in adultery, and the law says that we have to stone her. And Jesus kind of ignores them at first, and he just starts kind of doing something with his finger in the dirt. And some people say he was writing down the names and the crimes that these people had done. I don't know if it's true or not, but that's what some people say. But anyway, they nudge him because they're trying to get him to do something that they think is against the law. And then he ends up saying to them, well, let the person without sin cast the first stone. So basically, let the person who if you want to judge this person, look at yourself. If you've done something in the past, how are you going to sit here and judge this person? And so he says that, and it says that their conscience convicted them. So they kind of looked inside of themselves, and they ended up walking away, and only the woman was left. And then Jesus said, where are your accusers? And she was like, they're gone. And then he said, I don't accuse you either. And then just told her to go and don't sin anymore. And then he goes into about his thing of saying to the people he was originally teaching, hey, look, I'm walking in the light. And if you follow me, you're not going to be caught up in this darkness. And so I was thinking about being in the light and being of the light and things. And to me, that can be expressed and manifest in a lot of ways. It can be just kind of sharing what's coming from your heart, being true to yourself and discovering yourself, but also just putting yourself out there. Being present in your relationships, being in wonder, being curious. If you have a gift, putting that gift out there. For me, there's a lot of ways that I try to put my light out there. Obviously I speak, and I'm doing these videos, and I've started rapping again, which has been a while since I did that, but I'm starting to do that again and putting some songs out. But the most important way for me to do that is my daughters. I love my kids, and I'm so grateful to be able to be in a position to be their father, because I didn't really grow up with my dad. So even though I might make mistakes and bumble my way through being a dad, I'm doing the best I can. You can hear one of mine is like right by my feet right now, playing with some Legos. Say hey, Micaiah.
Hi.
Yeah. So anyway, but so I want them to be able to live in their light. And so part of the reason why I do everything I do is because I want them, when their time comes, when they want to shine their light, I don't want them to hold themselves back, or let what other people say about them hold them back from expressing themselves or from discovering themselves. And so one of the ways that I encourage them is at night, I sing this little song to them that I made up based off of a tune from a hymn. I don't even remember the hymn, but I remember the tune. And every night I sing to them, and they say, oh, sing the song, Dad, to my 11-year-old and to my 2-year-old. And the song basically says, you are the light, beautiful light. You are my daughters, you make my days bright. I'm gonna love you by day and by night. My daughters, lights of the world. And I just remind them that they are lights of the world. And, to me, the story of Jesus is awesome or whatever, but if it doesn't do anything in our lives, if it doesn't make our lives better, if we don't become more of ourselves, I don't really see the point. Just like any teaching, if the teaching doesn't help you evolve into the person that you can become, or to help you to expand your relationships or to go deeper, then there's no point to it. So Jesus saying that he's the light of the world, he's also said that we're the light of the world. And there's other teachers and other traditions that have tried to articulate that in their way to the culture that they're in. And so whatever I do, whatever I say, whatever I put out there, I'm putting it out there not just because I'm just want to put myself out there just for me, but to just give what I've received. I've received teachings of people, and of this Christ person in particular, that said, put yourself out there no matter what. And so that's what I'm doing. And one of my songs, there's a line in there that says, "When you shine your light, it isn't just for you; it's for everybody else that's been watching what you do." So that's pretty much what I'm trying to articulate, and my kids keep me on that every day. So, Micaiah, can you say bye?
Bye.
All right. That's my baby, and my other kids up there doing some kind of arts and craft and messing something up, but I just let her do it because I want her to shine her light, because whatever that's going to turn into one day, it's going to start with her doing it now. So hopefully if you encounter this video, it encourages you in some way to put yourself out there, shine your light, make your mistakes. Don't let other people judge you and tell you, what your worth is or who you are or whatever the case may be. And don't let them use God to judge you either, because that is the wackest thing ever. I know a lot of us probably heard that God's like looking at us and being like, you suck. I doubt it. So anyway, just live love, live life. And thanks for taking your time to watch this. And if you feel like sharing it, share it. Thanks. Bye.